Howdy friends, and welcome back to Toy Box Nostalgia. I am Douglas. In this video we're going to be tearing open an absolute brand new action figure that I just got in the mail yesterday from Super7. That's right, today we have the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Super7 Ultimates line Glow in the Dark Slash. Very cool, right? I love the Super7 Ultimates line because you could tell a lot of inspiration came from that original 1980s toy line from Playmates, the original toys that we all fell in love with back then. And they do an absolutely fantastic job at making a modern day representation of what those toys would look like today. Plus they look amazing in toy photographs. I don't know if you know this or not. If you'd like to see some of my toy photographs of the Ultimates Super7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line, you can check out my smug mug right there. Anywho, I got a really funny story about this. When I opened this yesterday, I just blindly opened the box. It was shaped like something else that I had ordered, and I didn't read the label. And I saw Slash, and I was like, what? What happened, right? So I thought that Super7 mailed this to me by mistake. And I got really excited, but then I dug through my emails very, very deep into my emails and found out that 8 months ago, whenever these were announced, for pre-order, I had pre-ordered one. I completely forgot about it. Back in February, we're like 2 days away from October, so this was a surprise to me, a really good one. And I love this. I think this is great. If you like stuff like this, and you'd love to see more content like this show up into your newsfeed, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And if you like the content of this video, at the end of the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button. That really helps out the channel as well. And thank you so much for watching, my friends. I will catch you after the break. So I ripped it out of the plastic bag, and let's just go ahead and take a look at the packaging before tearing this guy open. This big strange reptile, right? I can't tell you how excited I was to get this mail. It was seriously like getting a random birthday gift or something from a stranger out of nowhere when it wasn't your birthday. So look at this. This is nice, right? So the packaging of this stuff is actually really nice. The artwork, I love it. You see the brick building all over the front and the sides. Very cool. And it's like broken open. You can see ooze splattering out everywhere, right? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original, really awesome logo. The logo that just draws us all in and says, "Give me your money." And then we have Slash, the name right there, and it's trademarked. So Guns N' Roses, you can't use that name anymore. We have our Super7 logo up here, and we have ages 14 plus. Flipping over to the back, I will zoom in on this so you can read this, because you know this stuff's important. This is nice, right? Yeah, it's actually about the figure, the action figure that's in the box. Yeah, NECA, you could learn from that. So here we are, Super7 X Nickelodeon. Look at that little X, very cool. Yeah, very nice. The back, we have the same like brickwork there. Really cool. You could tell it's definitely digital art of some sort, like drawn over top of, you know, something real maybe. So you can see there, it's kind of cool from that electrical box. A big foot logo here, spray painted using a stencil by some sort of thug. And then, yeah, just really cool art. Let's take a look at the bottom. This is definitely a choking hazard. 2023 Viacom International. All rights reserved. Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all related titles, logos, and characters are trademarks of Viacom International Nickelodeon. Super7, and then we have this right here in case you want to tag them at Super7. Just kidding, in case you want to follow them. Contents, one figure and accessories for ages 14 plus, and this is the barcode in case you need it for some random reason. Let's take a look at the top. Ah, that's nice, isn't it? I wonder if that glows in the dark. Let's tear this open. Come on, let's do this. Let's tear this open. Just cutting from the top here. I'm going to slide everything out of the top. Hopefully, everything comes out. Really neat shape of the packaging of it. I think it's really cool. It's like not square. It's a weird trapezoid. There we go. What is the 3D version of the trapezoid called? You know, like how a ball or a circle. No, we don't know anything like that. Alright. out. Oh, that sound. So here's what was behind the action figure. Maybe this does glow in the dark. This is what you get, my friends. This is everything in its plastic cradle. This keeps it nice and neat during shipping. Not when it's on store shelves, because I don't believe there's a single store that sells this stuff. This is nice, right? Look at all this stuff. This is beautiful. Look at the artwork. Look at the vibrant neon 1980s colors everywhere you look on this action figure. It looks amazing. All right, so yeah, it looks like this is going to take a minute to get out of the plastic, and I know that that is a really nasty sound. So I'm going to get this out of the plastic, and we will be right back, my friends, after these messages. Okay, so we're back. That was a lot of disposable plastic sounds that were very loud and crinkly that I, saved you from. But this is what you get. This is every piece right here that you get. I'm so excited about this. And look at all the hands. It's like hands galore, right? It looks like there are 3 sets here, and then he comes with hands on them. So let's start by checking out the action figure first. Get a nice, really close look at that. Absolutely beautiful, right? This is crazy how nice this looks. It's really heavy, by the way. It's almost translucent looking when you're looking at it from certain angles, and the way the light comes from behind. It just looks fantastic. The sculpt, I love Super7 Ultimates. I just love them. Their sculpts are amazing, and there's a huge amount of detail in it. Like, check this out here. You can see there's texture in the shell right there, making it rough. Look at the design all around the shell. And look at the slices in the shell. Look at those skulls right there. You can see the teeth. You can see individual teeth. Look at that. Look at the scales on his legs and his arms. Look at these pieces of wood. Look at that wood right there. Look at the shell. Okay, so there's like large gashes in the shell probably from sparring or fighting. And you could tell they like go across the ridges of the shell here. Very cool. Look at his belt. Each individual piece was like sculpted with love. You could just tell. It was all just sculpted with love. It looks like there's little parts here that you can connect some of the weapons to, like maybe the throwing stars. Like kind of clip on the belt there. Yeah, look at that. Very cool, right? So cool. He's got the backwards S there. The whole thing is like a semi-gloss plastic. It's not matte finish, like matte finish painted or anything. You could tell it's kind of like raw plastic. The actual spikes here are all painted. Bandana's painted, the eyes, the teeth, the blue gums. Oh, it looks amazing. The green is painted and the yellow's painted here on the pink, the belt. You could definitely tell the belt was pink, and they painted the green on there. Kind of see back underneath. I don't know if you could see there or not. There's like overspray from the paint, from the spray paint, I guess, that they used. Ah, it's just so much detail. I love this. Look at the little spikes on the tail. Those little wraps have spikes on them, on the elbow, and none on the wrist, but they are on the knees. Great. Let's take a look at articulation. So the head goes up, pretty good distance, goes down, but gets inhibited by the shell, obviously. We could cock the head, very fine, and move it side to side is amazing. That's crazy. I don't get it. It's crazy. I love it, but I don't get it. But the movement is amazing. I could tell there's like some sort of oil or something inside there. See, it looks wet when I close it, probably to loosen it up a bit. Very nice. So the articulations start with the arms here. You could only go up about this far. I think it's not, I don't know if it's because of this or not. Yeah, it is. I could see it's like hitting the top, the back there, the little shoulder pad there. So it's like hitting the shell right there. So I move up. It's like hitting right there. So if I move it over, I can get his arm to go up further. But that's not bad. It's nice. We have a swivel at the bicep. Obviously swivel at the shoulder. And then at the elbow, it's a single joint. I believe it's single joint. Yes, very, very cool. Love that. And we have a swivel at the hand. Wait, no swivel at the forearm. That's okay. We have swivel at the hand, and then we have the rocker at the hand that goes this way. Or the hinge, rather. I don't know what you want to call it. Maybe it's a hinge. Who knows? The other arm's definitely the same. Let's go down to the leg. The legs, you can see the ball joints right there. Amazing, right? Love it. So let's see how high we can go here. About this high. You could do a really nice kick pose for a photograph. Very cool. Going backwards, can we make him run, right? Because that's important. Making Slash run away. Just kidding. I guess you could, yeah. Very nice. This articulation is great. You can, yeah, you get him to do a split. Yeah, this is great, right? So taking a look at the knee, it looks like it's a single joint, and it does spin, just nice. And it has the hinge going up and down. Going down to the ankle, we have the hinge and a rocker. Kind of like the Masterverse rocker thingy where it's, you know, so you can have him standing with his foot like this, you know, to make it, because without it, it would be like this and it would look weird in toy photographs, you know. That's okay. It's awesome. And I highly doubt there's any type of ab crunch here. I mean, you can move down here. You can, okay, so this is neat. I don't know how I'm going to show this without messing up the action figure, but if you look down inside there, that piece does move. So you can get movement like this. Both legs, you know? Like if I hold them together, there, that's probably a better shot. You can see it's moving, the whole piece, not just the legs. So that's cool. That's articulation, right? That's great. Let's take a look at accessories. Let's start with the head. Here we go. This head looks awesome. The spike stick into the palm of your hand. Oh, I was afraid I was going to break it. That did not want to go on there. That was hard to get on there, but I like this head a lot. I like both of the heads a lot. This one looks like it's absolutely insane. This one kind of reminds me more of like a Ninja Turtle. But both have the bandana kind of in the same configuration. And the eyes kind of look very similar on both. It's just kind of like the facial, like the mouth expression is different. But this head looks awesome. I'm glad we got it on for the demonstration in the video here. Let's take a look at some other stuff. Let's look at a weapon. Look at that, glow in the dark, right? The tip is like lightly painted up there. Looks like it was airbrushed. And then we have really nice paint application where the green is. None of the spikes have any paint on them. The handle looks great. You could tell it's like wood grain, and it's kind of like semi-hard plastic. See if we get this little reptile thingy to hold this. Yeah, look, he holds that. It's very nice, right? Just look at this action figure. It's so amazing. It's so beautiful and vibrant, and I literally wasn't expecting it. But I wasn't expecting it to also look this great. Like, this is holy shit, this is nice looking. Okay, so we have spike nunchucks, right? Nunchucks that instead of chains, there are spikes, and the spikes look like they absolutely glow in the dark. And then taking a look at this, it's like wood. Looks like it was just broken off of trees, and it has little pink spikes on it. Look at that paint application. It is pretty much flawless. Super7 nailed it. So great. And then we have two little sword weapons right here. One is a knife, one's a sword, and they have these weird tips on them. I don't know what that's for. Kind of weird looking. Maybe that was on the original, not sure. But look at that paint application. We have a matte finish pink on the handle. And then we have the blue airbrush at the tips for both of them. And they're very jagged looking. I feel like if you got stabbed with one of these, you get pretty messed up from that. And then we have two grenades. Check out these grenades, right? Very cool. They have pins on them and everything. Look at those details. That's great, right? They're matte finish pink and just solid plastic. And let's take a look at this next. This is going to be a shuriken. Glow in the dark, completely glow in the dark. So this one might be less harder to lose when you throw it for the first time. Then we have this thing right here. It's some sort of club with a giant spiked ball at the end of it and amazing pink wraps on it that are painted really well. It's like matte finish pink color. The whole thing glows in the dark. This reminds me of one of the weapons that came with one of the Premium DNA Madballs toys. I don't know if you all remember those or not, but this, it just like, not only does it remind me of one, it looks like it came from that line. It's very nice looking. And we do have some blue spray at the top up there. So it's not all the same solid color, but like the wood, if you take a look at the wood there, you can definitely tell it's some sort of tree branch, like right there, another branch coming out of it, spikes all over the whole thing. Looks amazing. Now, my friends, let's take a look at hands. Look at these hands, right? So we have gripping hand, and I believe that's what's on him. Yeah, well, this gripping hand that came on the action figures, like the fingers are open a little more, but I'm not sure that matters because these fingers are sort of malleable. Like, especially if you warm this up. Whenever I was putting this into his hand, his fingers were just opening for it. Yeah, see? It's like, it's not like really rigid plastic, but it's still plastic. There we go. Another 2 grip hands here. And then we have 2 open hands right here. Like he's reaching for something. Very nice. Make sure you get a left and a right. The paint application's great. We have a matte finish green for all of the spikes that you see and a matte finish pink for the wraps. The wraps don't go into the hand, obviously, because he's going to be, you know, probably most likely holding something or someone. And then we have 2 closed fists for him whenever he hulks out, right? His fingernails are painted bright yellow. So we pretty much have, how many colors do we have on this guy? So we have the blue, which is like the, you can see there, it's like painted on there. It's like airbrushed on there for detail. Very nice. Blue at the tip here. We have green, pink, yellow, and blue, and that's it. How did they make something with such little colors without mixing them? You know, just that many colors and still make it look this fantastic? I don't know, but Super7 did an awesome job with this. Really great. I love this action figure. I'm very excited about this. It was such an awesome surprise to get it in the mail. Look at this stunning piece of artwork made by Super7. The sculpt, the colors, everything about this hits every single, like, happy button in my body. I don't know what it is. This is absolutely beautiful to me, and it was an insanely cool surprise. I think I'm gonna start pre-ordering stuff more and forgetting about it because, man, I was having a rough couple of weeks, and this really cheered me up. So Super7, you did an absolutely awesome job on this action figure, and I couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, it's beautiful. It's perfect. So I gotta say, if you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia and you'd like to see more content like this show up in your news feed, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Really helps out the channel. And if you like the content of this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button because that also really helps out the channel. And drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this perfect work of art. This crazy pop art version of Slash. This is amazing to me. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend.